Come to Djuma. Come on, girl. Come to Djuma. And she's gonna carry on coming. So guys, let's just be patient. I don't want to go and put any pressure there because as you can see, there are 2 vehicles there already. But all right, come. There she is. Yes. Hello, girl. Nice to see you. This is a welcome surprise and a bonus for our morning, just as we thought the lions. Hello, little one. Awesome. And they're coming. They're going on the main road now. All right, I'm going to drive ahead, see if perhaps they come into Djuma. Guys, the power of our minds. Hopefully, come on. I don't want to push them. I want them to come here. Carry on coming. Carry on coming. Yes, the cub is on our side. I'm super excited. Let me call Taxon because he was looking at them earlier on. Tags for Ali tags. No, I can't see the cub there. Oh, that's beautiful. I think there we go. Come on, Shadow, carry on coming to us. Taxon for Ali Taxon. There's a little one going to Mom. Awesome. Yay. This is wonderful. Now, she is definitely looking at something and she might be on the hunt or perhaps taking the cub somewhere else. And guys, this was just like perfect timing as we suddenly came across the area where they were in. So I'm hoping she's going to carry on coming because she's still close to the fire break in the main road. Whew. Leopards are going to give me a heart attack one of these days. Hello, girl. Taxon, come back. Yeah, Tax, just an update. If you want to come in close to where you saw me, Shadow and the Mantuan, they've just crossed onto Djuma. They're slowly heading east. East? North? Yeah. North. Sorry, they're slowly heading north. Oh, the radio's not helping me. I'm so happy right now. Where are you going? Wonderful. Calling the cub? Yeah, you little one. It's no time to play on top of termite mounds. Alright. Low range, and off we go into the bush. Awesome. I wonder if perhaps she's taking the cub back to a kill, because she seems quite decisive on where she's going. And there's quite a big elephant ahead of us. Whoopsie. Alright, I'm not going to move just to see which direction they go. There's the elephant, and the leopards are going pretty much straight towards the elephant. Oh my goodness. How brave of you. Little cub curious? You're going the wrong way. You're going towards the elephant. Naughty little cub. Alright, let me move. Jeffrey, you're wondering how old the cub is. Well, we estimate that it's about 5 months old. So it's still very, very young and small and depends on Shadow for survival. I want to try and give them a bit of space just in case this elephant starts chasing them around. Well, it seems like the elephant's not particularly bothered, and I don't want to lose sight of Shadow because it's quite thick around here. Okay, there she is in front of us, and I'm sure she's calling the little one. Sorry, Alice, can you repeat the question from Kylie? Who's the cub's father? Not too sure. I would assume Tingana. Oh, there they are, both of them in front of us, just walking down there. Seems like they're circling around this elephant. Ooh. Guys, you're going into some very horrible area. Oh, how exciting. It's good to see that shadows around here. So we lost the Nkahumas, but we gained a leopard and a cub. I'm not too upset about that. Alright, I think we're going to have to think about how we're going to get onto the other side here, Seb. Let's see. Oh, the cub is still not moving. So sweet. Okay, I can roughly see them, but I think it's going to be easier if we go around, just because it seems to be less thick around here. So hopefully we'll be able to relocate them on the other side. Oh my god, it is a bit of a thick drainage line around here, so here's to some bundu bashing. Alright, not too bad here. Oh god. Now, where are you girls? Okay, I see a head roughly moving in this direction. It is very tricky, and the only reason why I'm seeing it is because I'm so close to the ground. But they are slowly moving here, so I think they're going to come through this gap unless they go into that thicket in there. But if they do, then we'll be able to have a look. Okay, I've lost them now. There they come. They're going to come into that little gap. Shadow, you really are a very elusive cat, aren't you? You see, she's very alert, and how amazing was that? She went so close to that elephant, yet she knew exactly where to go and how to avoid it and carried on, and very likely the elephant didn't even know that there were two leopards there. Not that a leopard could do any damage to such a big elephant, but however, it's always interesting to see how close they are to one another, or they can be, just like yesterday with the leopard and the nyala. You see, she was chuffing now, contact calling for the cub to hurry up and come closer to where she is. I can just see the end of her tail, so let's just wait for the little cub to come around here, because I'm sure it's going to come through the same gap. Ah, the cub is underneath those bushes there. There we go. Just the tail, how amazing is that? The little cub has chosen a very tough spot. Right, we are going to carry on moving, trying to go around and negotiate around this very thick bush. As you can see, it's quite a problematic guari thicket, I want to call it. So let's see if perhaps we can have another view of them. Alright, while we fight these bushes around, let's go over to Taylor and see how her flat cat is doing. We did, and it is quite a thick area, and we're not too far from the boundary, so I am hoping that she's going to carry on steadily in this sort of general direction so that she doesn't cross back out. It will be quite an interesting way where she's done it, and we are puzzled. We are wondering if perhaps she's taking the cub back to a kill. She's been very careful when approaching thickets and always stopping and listening out, but we also know that this general area has been very good for her and the cub, and she seems to enjoy keeping it around here. So we're wondering where she's gonna go next. Little one moving around there. Alright, seems like some more bundu bashing for us, trying to negotiate around this. I see them. No, don't go in that direction. That's the wrong way. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one, Seb. Although, I think that if we push through the pain, it might be easier down here. Can you see them? I've lost them now. I just don't want to cross. Okay, hang on. We need to duck. I can't see them now. No, I don't think this is going to work because that tree over there is bigger than what I thought. So, back to the original position we go. Sorry. Whoa, Wendy, I'm so sorry of everything I'm doing to you today. Sorry guys, Wendy unfortunately doesn't like turning too much, so it's like a 5 million point turn every time. Alright. This is gonna be a tricky one. Very good. Alright. So now I'm going to have to go back. Trying also not to go over protected species of tree. Alright, just watch out there behind you so that it doesn't hit you. We can do this. Just weaving in. Alright. Seems like Taylor's playing the game of patience and we are playing the game of bundu bashing, so let's go over to her so that we can maneuver around this very thick bush we're in. Oh my goodness, isn't that the sweetest view of this tiny little one? Now, I want to shut up, see if it calls again. Because it's lagging behind Mom. So it's calling just to find out where it's got to go, because Shadow carried on walking. Now, on the plus side, Shadow carried on walking east, which means that she was headed onto the main road, which was a bit scary for us for a second there, because maybe she was coming onto the main road again and perhaps crossing onto Arathusa. But if they carry on going east like this, maybe we'll be able to enjoy their company for a little while longer. So the cub was now that little sound that you heard, that's the cub looking for its mom. Okay, so I'm going to go around somehow and see if perhaps we can have a view. We haven't seen Shadow now for a little bit, and there's another thicket up ahead. Come on, Wendy! Come on, Wendy! Alright. Just want to be careful. I don't want to go through too many branches if the cub is here, because clearly I don't want it to feel stressed in any way. I cannot see it now, however. So can you see them? Just gonna go very slowly and try to find them again. But while we try to find them again, let's see if anything's popped out of the burrow where Mbula's patiently waiting. Well, thankfully they have carried on walking into an area that's not that thick, so we're not doing a lot of bundu bashing now. We're just roughly trying to keep up with them in the very long grass. As you can imagine, short leopard, all of them of a yellow color, it gets a bit tricky. Now, I don't know if she turned a bit more eastwards or if she's carried on going north. I'm gonna go around here, see if maybe we can... Oh, there they both are. Nice. Not the ideal spot, I know, but we don't want to get in the way of their movement, so let's just hang on for a little while and see where it is that they go, because Shadow's definitely on a mission today. She is taking that cub somewhere. Like I said, maybe she's just moving in areas while she also keeps an eye out, or perhaps she's leading it to a kill. Well, I think we've been so extremely lucky this morning. I mean, wow. Alright. The cub is naughty. It carries on walking in the wrong direction. Mom goes one way and it goes the other way. Hannah, you're 10 years old from South Africa and you're wondering who gets to name Shadow's cub and when. Well, normally a lot of the rangers in the area prefer not to name the cubs until they go into adulthood, just so that we don't jinx them, type of thing. So there's a bit of superstition attached to it, but it will only be named later on. And in general, there she is on our side. In general, the person that found the cub is the one that gets the honor of naming it. That's how it works in most of the reserves. So it's been so much bundu bashing that I'm actually getting hot now. I'm starting to take off all my layers of clothing. It seems like she's gonna pounce on something. What? She's playing with the cub. Standing by. It's just myself here. You can make your way if you'd like. Big hole. Yeah, just go to Gary Main. Go to Gary Main Triple M Junction. The radio's not helping me. Alright. I don't know how big this hole is, so we might fall into it again. Alright, there we go. Sean for Ali Sean. Sean for Ali Sean. Seems like the radio has decided not to help us. How funny was that? Her like wiggling her tail and then pouncing, playing with her own cub. That was precious. Now, what would be... Oh, there they are in front of us. You can see it's so hard to see the cub, but the grass is just barely keeping it covered. Okay, let's see where they go, see if maybe we get a view of them. Well, I try to direct somebody into this area. Sean for Ali Sean. Alrighty, seems like Sean's radio is not working properly, so I'm sure he'll get a hold of me when he wants to come into this area. Now, ironically, she's roughly headed into the direction of that new road that we've all been talking about. So I wonder how long she's actually been spending around this general area, even before we started finding her, without us really knowing. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do a bit of a loop around here. There's a beautiful termite mound here, guys, and another one there, so choose one. Alrighty. Seb, can you see them? Yeah. Okay. In front of me. Yeah. Oh, onto the termite mound! Yes! The cub. Oh, I didn't see the cub. I just saw a shadow. Good. Thanks for letting me know. I could only see the big leopard. And now there she is. And the cub behind it, getting onto the termite mound. Caged, you're wondering if the cub is male or female. It's a female cub. So that is good news to us, because potentially she'll stick around once she becomes older well, she'll stick around this general vicinity, which we would really like, because we would like to see her grow up and maybe raise cubs of her own one day if she does manage to survive into adulthood. Okay. 2 leopards on a termite mound. Now, that is the way to have a morning. And now they're going down. Alright, I'm gonna just stay here. Oh, look, yeah, she's gonna... It seemed like she was gonna pounce on the cub once more. Very beautiful. Some very well-deserved grooming time for the little one. It's walked quite a lot for such a small creature. Oh, wonderful. My cub is getting so big now. Chuck, you're wondering how long will the cub stay with its mother? We're very likely around 1.5 to 2 years. That's a good average for leopards to stay with their cubs. And when she is old enough, then Shadow's going to become less tolerant of her, and she's going to start growling and being a bit more aggressive towards the cub, especially as she's about to have her next litter. And then that would be pretty much her new way into adulthood. But we've still got probably about 1 year or so before that even happens. Alright, let me go again. Precious. We want to be leopards too, so we're gonna go somewhat onto the termite mound. I wonder if Shadow's just doing... So she is being very clever. I think she might be looking for something. Perhaps she's looking for a hunting opportunity, and if she does find it, then she'll let the cub know that it's got to stay put while she goes. Oh my goodness, you are a queen. Look at that. So she's going on top of the termite mound because, like we've seen, the grass is still very long, and she's not a very big leopard, and she needs to go on top of the mound to have a vantage point and look for anything that might be around her. So she's actually being very, very clever. And it seems like the little cub over there might learn a trick or two from its mom. Michael, you're wondering if females with only one cub, if they'll stay with their youngsters more because they don't have any other siblings. Sometimes they can if the cub takes a little while to come into adulthood, but I don't think it's something that will happen all too often. It's pretty much based on every single litter, as the conditions whenever a litter is born are slightly different. But I don't know, I'm thinking of leopards that I've known that have had more than one cub in a litter, and ones that have got only one, and I think the average is roughly the same. You're so cute. Aw, wants to be big like mama, hey? Yeah, you tell them. You're looking at all the possible impala that might be around here. Now I think maybe she's freaking out because she realized mom's gone away. And it's time to keep up. I don't even know if she's moving or if she's still behind the mound. She's so tiny that it's a bit... I think she is still there. There we go. Looking back. Come on. Time to go. Very patient mother waiting for the little one to come back. And it's funny because they won't always walk in a single file and be like, okay, you follow me straight ahead, but the cub goes around, plays, dashes off for a little bit. Then we saw it a little while ago, Shadow was going this way and the cub saw some birds and then went flying to try and catch the birds and jumping on top of the logs and everything else. So it was quite funny. I think there it goes again. Lara Moore, you're saying, what a fun leopard mom. I think so. I think they were having quite a bit of fun, especially when Shadow was even stalking its own cub and pouncing, but gently on it. That was quite priceless. Right, let me go slightly forward now, seeing that these two have moved up the termite mound, so that we can have another view of them. Whoop. Seems like Mbula is playing the major patience game, so let's go over to him and Taylor and see if maybe this time we're gonna get lucky. Very, very Franklin, oh my goodness. Sorry, I got excited with the bird there, but we have our prize on Shadow and the cub. Just because we've had to pretty much come around this termite mound to try and keep up with them. And now we have lost them. Well, we haven't lost them, don't panic. They are here somewhere, I just can't really see where. I imagine in that general direction, maybe they'll go on top of that big termite mound. I mean, if Shadow wants to have a vantage point, that's probably the Empire State version of a vantage point out here. Alright. Let's see. It's gotten a bit tricky now with the glare of the sun. Can you see her? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's carry on a bit closer towards the termite mound. And we are indeed getting closer to that new road. I think it must be here somewhere, actually. Alright, girls. Let's just... Are you going to... Alright, Shadow, we will let you have the right of way as usual, as you carry on walking in front of us. Now, I know the glare of the sun is not helping us too much, but doesn't she look just sensational walking in that grass? And she's done quite a big loop around. There was a more straight version of the route that she took, but I wonder if she's doing it on purpose to come in and out. Now, seems like little one has gone onto the termite mound, so let's go and have a look. You're so beautiful. Please stay there, because this is going to be the best screenshot in the history of screenshots. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh, this is wonderful. I think this is probably one of my best little cub on termite mound sightings. Are you going to stay there now? Seems like maybe she's tired. And it's up nice and warm up there, and you can definitely see where your mom's going. Yep. We have come back down. Time to face the long grass and go find Mom. Yeah, I think you took a break for too long and now you need to catch up. I think it's so funny how it walks like a small cat. It's like a domestic cat in between all the grass, and I'm sure it's a bit like, oh my goodness, I can't see that properly. Alright, let me go around it. Oh, there was a log there. Alright, I see both Mom and Cub heading on to another termite mound. I am hoping they're going to stay on one of these termite mounds and just take a break for the day, but oh my god, look at this road. The first road we've had in, what, 7 hours? Exciting times. Alright, now I want to try and get onto the road. I can hear you fine, Alice. I think the radio was breaking up a little bit earlier on. I can copy you now. Oh, amazing. Isn't this the termite mound where you had her with Tristan?
Yes.
So it seems like someone's come back, and I see the cubs gone all the way up onto the mound. So let me just go slightly closer. See what they're gonna do. Perhaps this is going to become a new favorite mound, and I can see why. Right, I think the cub has gone all the way up to the top, and Shadow is somewhere there. So I'm just going to stop over here, give them enough space to see what it is that they want to do and how they want to move around. because her tail is twitching, so maybe she spotted a potential kill. Well, not a potential kill, but a potential prey species that she would like to try her luck with. Maritza, you're wondering if the cub will ever hunt with its mother. No, not really. Not the way it happens with lions, where the cubs need to learn how to hunt in a pride. Sometimes what would happen is that the female is going to bring back a kill that perhaps is half alive still, and just let the cub play with its instinct and find out and know exactly what to do with it. But she's quite upset. That tail is going. But they won't hunt together or help each other to make the hunt. Now let's see what she was looking at over there. It's been strange. Perhaps there's another leopard around here, although I doubt it. But seeing we've had such unusual leopard sightings of late, who knows? I just don't want to get too close to them if they're still here. Oh, she's walking on the road now. Oh, and the little cub is up on the mound. Hello, girl. You know this mound very well, don't you? Just like, yes, I have slept here before. I wonder what it is that Shadow is facing, that she got so upset and started flicking that tail of hers. We can still see her. She is walking on the road. What a long turn you've done, Shadow. Now I wonder if perhaps she's actually kept the cub on Little Gowrie for a few days, and she's decided, okay, time to try a new area. So off we go. They move, they reposition. She brings the cub here. She leaves it here while she goes and tries her luck in a different area for hunting. And it's still windy, so it's a good time for leopards and cats to be on the hunt, because the prey species, like the different species of antelope, they can't really hear all that well. So they have a bit of an extra advantage in these weather conditions. Beautiful. Where are you? What are you looking at? Another mound. Ryan, you're wondering what the leopard's hearing is like compared to a lion. Well, it's very good, and probably just as good as the lion's sense of hearing. I believe fantastic sense of hearing and sense of smell and eyesight as well. Now, I've got my binoculars out, and I'm just quickly scanning around, see if perhaps there's anything here that might tell us why Shadow has dashed off and why the cub is still around here. I can't see Shadow anymore. You are such a precious cub. Alright. I think maybe let's leave her here for now and see what Shadow is up to. There's another vehicle here that are gonna stay with the cub for a little while we go off seeing what Shadow is up to. So I'm sure we're all quite curious. So you stay over there. It's quite a good spot for you. Maybe Shadow's just gone off to another mound. This is like Mound Central. Bye-bye, little one. You're so pretty. Yep, she's gone up another mound. So I think she's definitely on the hunt for something. If you want to go around, there's a very nice view of the cub. Yeah, thanks. Alright, we're going to try and find Shadow again, but while we do that, let's go to Mbula, who's being a very patient male today. Saw it, but the cub didn't want to come, so she's gone down, but now they've moved and then they've gone back to the termite mound. So I'm just giving them a bit of space to find out where it is that they want to go, because it doesn't seem like they've made up their minds, to be quite honest. So Shadow has been steadily heading in an easterly direction the whole morning, and now she's backtracking herself. So I don't know if maybe the cub is tired and it's just pretty much gone like, Mom, I can't walk anymore, I'm tired now. So let's just see if maybe they've turned around and carried on walking. Now they're going west again. Naughty cub, what are you doing? And apparently Seb was just saying the other day that Shadow and the cub were found. They were doing exactly this dynamic in between the termite mounds where the mother would call, where Shadow calls, and then the cub just doesn't feel like going that way. Now, I think, Seb, maybe if we go around here, we'll be able to get them again, because I can see them moving roughly in this direction, and there is another termite mound there. So who knows? Seems like this is what the girls like doing, going on top of the mounds. Alright, let's go back in here, and we're gonna try to relocate them again. Barbara, you're wondering if Shadow is able to smell Mbula's presence. Well, Mbula's quite far away from where we are, so I doubt it. However, if she were to walk in an area where Mbula has been scent marking, then yes, she could pick up his scent quite easily. But just judging the distance that we're in now, I don't think she could. Oh, you see them? Yeah, roughly heading. Yeah, no, I saw them. I just wanna, because there's a hole here, so I'm hoping I'm not gonna really go down the hole, the rabbit hole, on top of the log. I think she should pop in front of us. Alright, so let's see, because this is there's another big termite mound here, so I wonder if maybe this is where they're headed. Alright, another tricky one. Alright, there she is. Now you're going back. This is a very interesting thing. Now, like we said, we're not far at all from the main road, which is very, very close to where we are. So I wonder if perhaps she's roughly headed in that direction. Now let's see if we can try and find her again. Let's see her now. Can you see them? Okay, good. Shadow. It is funny, Seb, that it's funny how it works. Seb is also in his own version of a termite mound, sitting in the back of the vehicle, and because he can see higher up, he can see things that I can't, which I find very funny. But now I can also see them with my own two eyes, and I wonder what it is that she's looking at. There's something here that clearly bothered her, and now she's going back pretty much the same way that we've been following her the whole morning. I wonder if perhaps she didn't pick up on the presence of maybe the lions. I think they somewhat walked around here, so she's going away. As you see, she's not happy about something here, and she's going away quite quickly. But the lions are not around here. Perhaps there was another leopard that we have no idea about. Interesting. All right. Let's go and see where she heads off to. Also, lots of little birds calling around here. Okay, this is gonna get a bit tricky here. I think. I lost them now. Oh, there we go, in front of us. Hang on a second, but is this them? Yes, it is them. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself there. Interesting. I wonder what it is that they picked up upon. Definitely not Mbula, because Mbula, like I said, is pretty much on the opposite end of the property. But it seems like there's something there that she doesn't feel too comfortable with. And normally the females, when they start moving the cubs around, they will move a little bit, then they'll stop, they'll scan around the area just to make sure that they're not leading their offspring onto any sort of danger. I mean, you can imagine just how many potential dangerous creatures there are lurking around the bush. Now, if you two went on top of that mound, that would be epic. But I think you have chosen not to, because I see you far away. Sorry, my radio's not working that well. I think the question from Ryan is if she leaves the cub behind, is she going to go to hunt? Yes, the cub is not hunting age yet, but it is definitely trying its luck. Stalking on its mom, and I'm sure the little one is already practicing its stalking move with perhaps little things around where mom leaves them, but she wouldn't take the cub to go hunting. She would likely just leave it in a certain place and then carry on moving until she finds something suitable. Alright, I think I'm gonna try here, because it seems like it's a bit less thick. Oh my god, there was another hole. Righty. It's getting tough. I think I'm losing my brakes. Which is an interesting experience. Alright. Yeah, I see her jumping there, but I'm not too sure what's going on. I see the white beacon on the tail, so we're always saying how this one's our follow me signs. It's also follow me for us. Alright. We're going to try and see if we can find her again before she crosses the main road. But while we do that, let's go over to Taylor and see how Mvula is doing. There they are. Well, we have found the cub, and the cub is quite upset because Shadow's not here. So we've lost visual of Shadow. I think she might have crossed onto, what would be this? Either Arathusa or Simambili. But the cub, like I said, is quite upset that Shadow's not here. And you can hear it calling and looking for her. And all the little birds upset that there's a leopard here. Alright, I'm gonna go down to the main road, see if perhaps that's where she's going. As I see her little tail heading in this direction. Alright, there she is. You see her there, Sam? Maybe she's gonna go back to the termite mound while she waits for Shadow, because Shadow does seem to be a bit on the move / on the hunt, so I wonder if she didn't spot anything and that's why she's dashed off and left the cub behind, trying to grab that hunting opportunity. But certainly this little one is not too happy that she was left behind without any previous notice. Oh my. Where are you going? Recummating is, and we are now cub sitting. Seems like we are, but I can't see it anymore. Has it carried on going in that direction, Seb?
Yeah.
Alright, maybe let me just turn around. I can hear it calling every now and again. see her anymore. Well, the other guys are there. Hello, little cow, where are you? I think not on the termite mound, no, hey? The other guys are going in sort of the general direction. Sean Prali. Sorry, did they go that way? Okay, copy. No, thanks. We've just got visual of the Montana again behind us.
That log where he was just now?
Yeah?
He's back on that same log.
Okay, then let me...
So you just need to reverse, yeah.
Let me go around. Just try to... Alright, let me go do a bit of a loop around. Seems you said back on the log, hey? Alright. Woo. Woo. Forward, okay. I'm going in.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay. Alright. On our right. Let me... Okay, perfect. I think in the off-roading process we might have lost our brakes. Oh, there you are. And I was looking, I don't know why I thought 1 o'clock was 11 o'clock. Thank goodness you were on, Sam, because if it were for me, maybe we wouldn't have seen it again. Yeah. Like we said, I thought Shadow had gone or went onto the main road. And perhaps now this is pretty much her leaving the cub over here so that she can go off hunting. I've seen quite a few vehicles driving around from the main road, and I have a strong feeling that maybe that's where they're all going. They're just following up on the leopard. Tiki, you're wondering if there's any research being done currently about leopards and mothers' communication. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's got to be some sort of research that's doing more studies on leopard communication, but I cannot think of any particular studies that are being done right now. I think Shadow must be on the main road somewhere. Because all these guys are here, and where some of the vehicles have stopped is pretty much where the direction where the cub is looking into. Yep. I think maybe it's spotted Mom. And it's running across to her, so off we go. Let's see if maybe we can keep up with them a little bit longer. Sorry guys, this is going to be interesting. Alright, we're both alive. The antenna's alive. Everything's going well. Let's see if maybe we can find... Oh, all right. I think I have lost the clutch. All right, so everyone's here. I see both mom and cub there on the logs. All right, we're going to... that's such a nice view of them. Oh, sorry, I'm fighting the clutch to be able to stop where I want. Not the clutch, sorry, the brakes. Seb, can you hear Alice properly? Yeah, if they go to the main road, I'm not going to follow them there.
Are we off air?
I don't know. Alice, come in. Oh, there's a termite mound here. Whew. Alice, come in. Alice, I can't really hear you. Sorry, we just want to find out if we are on air or off air, because we're struggling to hear anything. There they go. Okay, I can hear you now. She's roughly headed back in the same direction. So if she crosses the main road, there are already like 1,500 vehicles here, so I'm not going to follow her.
Going back to that thicket down here.
Yeah. Alright, sorry. Apparently we've been on air all this time, so we're just going to enjoy the last view. We're going to carry on following them, but if they do cross onto the next road, then onto the main road, there are too many people waiting for them to cross, so we're not going to following them there because we don't want to put pressure on that side. Beautiful. Look at this wind. I don't know what she's up to, because it did seem like she was busy hunting, and now maybe because the wind is swirling, she picked up on something that she doesn't really like. Now that the wind is blowing so hard, I don't think she's happy. I wonder where she's going to head off to.
You know we're on air, eh?
Pardon? Yeah. No, I do know we are on air. For a moment there, I don't know if we were or if we weren't. But like I said earlier, if she does go onto the main road, guys, I'm going to leave her because we've had a wonderful morning with her. So if she does cross, I don't think it's necessary to put any extra pressure on her or that cub. The little cub is chasing birds. Ah, sweet. Beautiful shadow. wonder where you're gonna go. I don't know what she's done. She's pretty much come all the way to the termite mound, and now she's headed back the same way we came, to the same thicket. So, interesting turn of events over here. And it all seemed because she picked up something, a scent, I'm sure, that she didn't enjoy, she didn't like, she felt threatened. Perhaps she felt the cub was not safe in that area anymore because of whatever scent it is that she picked up. And now she's going back. She is. So let me just go slightly forward. Maybe we'll be able to have a look at her. I just see the head. Her beautiful head. Seems like she's picked up a scent over there. What have you smelt? Amazing, this camouflage, how we can barely see the grass, the spots. There she goes, head up again once more. Standing upright, that is stunning. Maybe she was grooming the cub, actually, but we couldn't see because it was so... There we go.